Tesla's next robot story is no longer just waiting for a big stage reveal. It is already taking shape behind the scenes. New footage from Fremont shows early signs of the factory where Optimus could be made at serious scale. The farewell to the Model S and Model X adds another twist because that space is now becoming part of Tesla's next chapter. At the same time, Elon Musk is teasing a new AI chip, Grok integration, and a major hand upgrade that could make Optimus far more useful in the real world. And before the full reveal arrives, these clues already show why Optimus Gen 3 is becoming one of Tesla's most important next moves. The real shift begins at Fremont, California, where the new Optimus factory footage was filmed. Tesla reportedly began pilot production of Optimus there on January 21, 2026, but this does not mean thousands of robots are already coming out every week. A pilot line is where Tesla tests the build process, checks the equipment, fixes assembly problems, and prepares the line before larger production begins. Tesla's own Q1 2026 update also listed both the California and Texas Optimus lines under construction, which shows that the robot production plan is taking shape, but it is not running at full speed yet. The timing also lines up with a major change inside Fremont. Tesla recently ended production of the Model S and Model X after 14 years of the Model S and 11 years of the Model X. The final cars rolled off the line in early May 2026. Musk called it an honorable discharge because Tesla is now moving more deeply into autonomy, robotaxis, and humanoid robots. The business numbers explain that shift even more clearly. In 2025, Model 3 and Model Y delivered over 1.5 million units, while Model S, Model X, and other low-volume vehicles together made up only around 50,000. Tesla also sent them off with limited signature units, priced around $159,420 each, with free supercharging for life. But Fremont is only one part of the build-out. Tesla VP Lars Moravi also showed automation teams working in Germany, Toronto, and the Midwest because building Optimus needs extremely precise production systems. These teams are helping Tesla build the robots that will build the next generation of robots. Would you rather see Tesla focus on cars, robotaxis, or humanoid robots next? Share your thoughts in the comments. For Optimus to work beyond controlled demos, Tesla needs a brain powerful enough to sit inside the robot itself. That is why the new AI5 chip becomes such a big part of this update. Tesla has completed tape-out of AI5, which means the chip design is finished and ready to move toward manufacturing. Optimus cannot depend on a remote server for every small decision. If the robot is carrying a box, using a tool, or moving through a busy factory, it needs enough intelligence inside its own body to react quickly and safely. Musk says AI5 will bring a major jump over AI4 with far more compute, memory, and bandwidth, while using less power and costing much less than comparable high-end AI chips. He even compared one AI5 setup to NVIDIA's Hopper level and a dual setup to Blackwell level. For Tesla, that kind of chip is not just for cars. It is meant to support FSD, robotaxis, Dojo, and especially Optimus. The first AI5 samples are expected in late 2026, with high-volume production targeted for mid-2027. Tesla is also looking beyond design and wants more control over chip supply through a massive Texas terafab plan using Intel's 14A technology. Musk says the chip industry can only cover a tiny part of what his companies may need in the future. So AI5 is not just a performance boost. It is the hardware base Tesla needs if Optimus is going to think, move, and work at serious scale. Every week, we break down the biggest AI and robotics updates in a way that actually makes sense, without confusing tech overload. Subscribe to the next-gen humanoids so you never miss the next major breakthrough. But raw chip power alone does not tell the robot what to do. That is where Grok enters the picture. Musk has described Grok as an orchestration AI, which basically means it could act like the high-level controller for Optimus. Instead of a human writing every tiny step, Grok could understand the larger request and help the robot plan what to do next. For example, a person could ask Optimus to clean a table, move a box, or bring a tool, and the robot would need to understand the goal, look at the scene, choose the right actions, and adjust if something changes. This is where vision-language action becomes important. The robot sees the world through cameras, understands the command through language, and turns that understanding into physical movement. Tesla's bigger goal is that one Optimus can learn a task, then share that learning with the whole fleet so other robots improve without starting from zero. Musk has also talked about robots learning from videos or human demonstrations, which would make training much faster than hand-coding every skill. That kind of learning is critical because homes, factories, and warehouses are never perfectly controlled spaces in everyday life. So the stack becomes clear. FSD gives Optimus the vision system, AI5 gives it local compute, and Grok could give it the reasoning layer. But even with all that intelligence, Optimus still needs the part that touches the real world. What if Optimus could understand your command and complete the task without step-by-step instructions? Would you trust it? Tell me below in the comments. All that intelligence only becomes useful if Optimus can handle the world with real control, and that is why the Gen 3 hand may be Tesla's most important physical upgrade. The new hand has 22 degrees of freedom, with 50 actuators spread across both forearms and hands. In simple terms, that means the fingers can move with far more range and control than before. Tesla also moved the actuators out of the palm and into the forearm, using a tendon-driven design that works closer to the way human fingers are pulled by muscles. This helps keep the hand lighter while still giving it strength. The bigger change is touch. High-resolution sensors on the fingertips can give Optimus real-time force feedback, so it can know how hard it is pressing before it crushes, drops, or slips on an object. That is the difference between holding a glass vial, tightening a small bolt, folding laundry, or picking up something fragile without breaking it. Tesla says the system supports sub-millimeter precision and thousands of different manipulations. Humanoid robots do not become useful just by walking well. They become useful when their hands can do real work, which brings us to the question everyone is waiting on. The big question now is when Optimus Gen 3 will finally appear. Right now, the public reveal is expected around mid-2026, with early low-volume production possibly starting in late July or August, once the Fremont line is ready. The reason Tesla has not shown the full robot yet seems to come down to three things. First, Musk has said Gen 3 is already walking around, but the new hands, sensors, and control systems still need more real-world testing. Second, Tesla does not want to show every detail too early because Musk says competitors study each frame and copy what they can. Third, Optimus is not a simple product to scale. It has more than 10,000 unique parts, and even Musk says production will be slow at first. Tesla's 2026 target is still 50,000 to 100,000 units, but the real test begins when Fremont starts producing the first Gen 3 robots. Would you trust Optimus to hold something delicate, like a glass cup or your phone, if its new hands are really this precise? Share your thoughts in the comments. So this is where Optimus Gen 3 stands right now. Tesla has not shown the full robot yet, but the pieces around it are already moving. The Fremont line, the AI5 chip, Grok integration, and the new hand design. The real question is no longer whether Tesla wants to build humanoid robots at scale. The question is how fast it can turn all these separate upgrades into one working product. And if Tesla is moving this quickly, then the bigger robotics race is only getting more intense from here.